The Toyota 4Runner that holds its value. Better than any other mid-size SUV on the road in 2026 is the one Toyota already stopped building. According to the iSeeCars 5-year depreciation study released this year, the 4Runner loses just 25.5% of its value over 5 years. The average vehicle loses 41.8%. That means when you drive a new car off the lot, nearly half of it evaporates. The 4Runner barely flinches. And here is the part that should stop you cold. A clean, low-mileage used 4Runner, one built before the redesign, can cost you more money today than a brand new base 4Runner sitting on the dealer lot right now. People are paying a premium for the old one, on purpose, knowing there is a newer one right next to it. The obvious question is why? And the answer everybody gives you online, that it is all about reliability, is not the real answer. The real answer is stranger. It is backed by federal data. And there is one number about that truck the data physically cannot give you yet. Stay with me, because that missing number is the whole story. Here is the decision that created this entire mess, and it is the one thing you need to understand before you spend a single dollar on either truck. For 14 model years, from 2010 through 2024, the 4Runner used one engine, and it was almost impossible to kill, a 4.0-liter naturally aspirated V6. No turbo, no hybrid battery, 270 horsepower, paired with a 5-speed automatic that engineers half-jokingly called unbreakable because it had so few gears there was almost nothing to go wrong. It was not fast, it was not efficient, it was not modern. And that is exactly why hundreds of thousands of them are still running today with the odometer reading like a phone number. Then in January of 2025, Toyota did something it had avoided for over a decade. It killed that V6. The new 4Runner, the one on the lot today, runs a 2.4-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. Smaller, boosted, more power on paper, 326 horsepower in the hybrid version, better towing, better fuel economy. On every spec sheet, it wins. So why are used truck shoppers running the other direction, back toward the old one? Here is where the story turns, because the reason has a federal case number attached to it. To understand why buyers got nervous, you have to look one showroom over, at the Toyota Tundra. Now I need you to hear this clearly because this is the single most misunderstood fact in this entire conversation. The Tundra does not use the 4Runner's engine. The Tundra uses a completely different unit, a 3.4-liter twin-turbo V6. Different engine, different truck, but it tells you what can happen when a company walks away from a proven formula and reaches for boost. Starting in May of 2024, Toyota filed a safety recall with the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, the agency we shorten to NHTSA. Recall Campaign 24 V381. The problem, in Toyota's own words in the federal filing, was machining debris. Tiny metal fragments left inside the engine during manufacturing that could stick to a crankshaft bearing and destroy it. The symptom? The engine could knock, run rough, refuse to start, or stall out completely. The fix was not a software update. It was not a new part. The fix was a complete engine replacement. Over 100,000 vehicles in that first recall alone. And the next one came with an instruction, Toyota almost never gives a customer. Because here is what most coverage missed. That first recall was just the beginning. In November of 2025, Toyota expanded it. Recall 25V767, pulling in over 126,000 vehicles, and this time the federal advisory attached to it was blunt. do not drive, park it outside away from your house. Then in May of 2026, a third wave, Campaign 26 V320, adding roughly 43,000 more trucks. Read straight off the NHTSA filings, more than 70,000 engines have already been physically pulled out and replaced. Let that number sit for a second. 70,000 engines on a truck from a company whose entire reputation, the reputation you are paying a premium for, is built on the idea that this simply does not happen. Now, that is the Tundra's engine, and I promised you I would not blur that line, so I am not going to, but it plants a question that should make every 4Runner shopper sit up. If Toyota, the company that wrote the book on durability, could let 70,000 engines leave the factory with metal already loose inside them, then how much do we really know about the brand new, unproven turbo they just bolted into the 4Runner? The answer is not the one the comment section came here for. The answer is that as of today, the 4Runner's turbo 4-cylinder has no engine recall. None. Not one. The federal database is clean. The only 4Runner recalls on the new model are a software glitch on the dash display and a mislabeled accessory sticker in one regional distributor. Nothing touching the engine. So if you came here to hear that the new 4Runner is a lemon, I am not going to lie to you to keep you watching. There is no data that says that, and that is exactly the problem, because there is no data that says the opposite either. Here is the thing nobody explains. The gold standard for measuring long-term reliability, the J.D. Power Vehicle Dependability Study, only surveys vehicles that are 3 years old. It measures the past, not the present. The most recent study covers 2022 and 2023 model year vehicles. The Turbo 4Runner did not go on sale until 2025. Do the math. The first Turbo 4Runner will not even appear in that dependability data until roughly 2028. Consumer Reports rated the new one highly, but read the fine print. That is a predicted score, an educated guess based on shared parts, not the verdict of thousands of owners who have actually lived with the truck through hot summers and cold winters and 80,000 miles. Nobody on earth knows how the Turbo 4Runner ages. Not the reviewers, not Toyota, not me. You would be the test fleet. And that right there is why the old one costs more. Because a used truck buyer is not buying a spec sheet. They are buying certainty. And the 14-year-old V6 4Runner is one of the most certain things you can buy with a title attached. Look at the numbers that do exist. The iSeeCars longevity study, which analyzed over 170 million vehicles, found the 4Runner has a 32.9% chance of reaching 250,000 miles. Nearly 1 in 3. The average vehicle across the whole market? 4.8%, fewer than 1 in 20. So the 4Runner is roughly 7 times more likely than the typical car to cross 250,000 miles. That is not a forum rumor. That is a documented figure from a study of the entire American vehicle fleet. When you buy the old V6, you are buying into that 32.9%. When you buy the Turbo, you are buying a promise that has not been tested yet. Same badge, completely different bet. But before you assume this is a simple story about a good engine and a scary engine, there is a second force at work here. And it is the part the reliability crowd never mentions. Because reliability is not the only reason the old 4Runner holds its value. And if I only told you that half, I would be selling you the same oversimplified story everyone else does. There are at least 3 other forces pushing those used prices up. First, price. When Toyota redesigned the truck, the flagship TRD Pro Trim jumped almost $12,000 in a single generation, from around $55,000 to nearly $68,000. When the new one gets that much more expensive, it drags the value of every used one up with it. Second, supply. According to Kelley Blue Book data from Cox Automotive in January of 2026, Toyota has the tightest inventory in the entire industry, around 33 days of supply, while the average brand is sitting on 76 days. Scarce trucks hold their price. Third, the overland boom. Body-on-frame, go-anywhere SUVs are in the middle of a demand explosion, and the old 4Runner is the poster child. So is it reliability, or is it price and scarcity and trend? The honest answer is, it is all of them at once, tangled together, and anybody who tells you it is just one thing is guessing. But zoom out, because this is bigger than one truck. Why did Toyota abandon a V6 that people clearly loved and would clearly pay extra to keep? The answer is not that engineers ran out of ideas, it is regulation. Tightening fuel economy and emissions rules across the industry made big, simple, naturally aspirated engines harder and harder to justify. So one by one, automakers replaced them with smaller turbocharged engines that score better on the government tests. Toyota is not the villain here, and the Turbo 4Runner may well turn out to be excellent. But you did not vote on this. You did not ask for it. The engine that 100,000 buyers proved they trusted got legislated into retirement, and the replacement gets validated in real time, in your driveway, at your expense. That is the quiet story underneath every one of these buying guides. The most durable version of a lot of vehicles is already behind us, and the market knows it, which is exactly why the smart money is paying more for the truck Toyota already stopped building. So if you are shopping right now, here is the clean version. If you want a proven 250,000-mile machine with the best resale value in its class, the last of the V6 4Runners, roughly the 2017 through 2024 model years, is one of the safest used buys in America. And the data backs every word of that. If you want the new turbo, understand that you are betting on an unproven engine, and that bet might pay off beautifully, but it is still a bet. Just do not let anyone tell you the old one is expensive because of nostalgia. It is expensive because it is certain. Now, I told you the Tundra's engine story was a warning about what happens when a company walks away from a proven formula. In the next video, I am going to show you the exact model years of 3 other vehicles where that same gamble already went wrong, and the federal recall numbers to prove it. You will want to check your own driveway before you watch it.